Massachusetts is now less than a month away from the legalization of marijuana. The state is expecting numerous growing and retail facilities to open once July 1st arrives. And while some towns are preparing for recreational cannabis, others have banned it. Our Cam Jandrow joins us live now with more. Cam.
Brittany, Blackstone Valley is made up of 11 towns in the southern part of central Massachusetts. And even in a small grouping of towns like that, there can be differing opinions when it comes to recreational marijuana. Take, for example, Millbury and Sutton, and they're right next to each other. The small collection of towns in the Blackstone Valley are preparing for the state's legalization of marijuana. Millbury initially had a moratorium postponing recreational pot shops, but town manager David Marciello says it was removed because of the potential financial impacts.
An impact fee of 3%, a tax on medical of 3%, and a tax on recreational of 3%. If you add those all together, that's a very significant amount of revenue that should come to the town.
Right next to Millbury is Sutton, a town which banned retail marijuana last month. Blackstone Valley Chamber of Commerce President and CEO Jeannie Hebert says there are concerns about the industry.
It may grow too quickly and they wouldn't be ready for the growth. So I think the regulation and maybe putting the brakes on a little bit.
The Attorney General's office reports roughly half of the state's cities and towns have a ban on marijuana. Hebert believes things will change once the idea of recreational marijuana isn't so new.
Right now it's the new kid in town and it's a novelty, but once it gets up and running, it'll be a business like any other business and it'll be regulated.
Both Marciello and Hebert say, like the rest of the state, towns in the Blackstone Valley are ready for legalized marijuana.
It wasn't going to be stopped whether we wanted it or didn't want it, so we took the most practical approach and said, it's happening, let's make this the best we can make it.
They realize that this is something that they're going to have to watch very closely and stay ahead of.
Now, Hebert says both Douglas and Millbury are online for facilities within the next year or so, and they'll sort of serve as a test for the rest of the Blackstone Valley.